Yo, Colleen, you there? Are you at home right now?
Yeah, I'm here. Why do you ask? And besides, if you're home, you could always just, you know, talk to me in person. Why are you texting me?
Because I figured you had started on one of your usual lectures if I talked to you in person. Looks like I was right. So anyway, where's my dinner?
I didn't make any for you? You told me yourself this morning that you were going to be out late and didn't need any dinner. So yeah, I just made enough for myself.
Oh my god, you are worthless. Newsflash, plans change sometimes, Colleen. Seriously? Only making enough for yourself? No leftovers? Not even a light snack for later? How selfish can you get?
Why are you chewing me out by a text like this? And if you can chew me out by a text like this, couldn't you have texted me that your plans changed?
If you could think of someone other than yourself for a change, I wouldn't need to text you at all.
Harry, what has gotten into you lately? Why are you so angry at me? You never used to be like this. It's like you're a completely different person.
I'm me. The same me as I've always been. And who the hell are you?
Whatever. I really don't feel like talking anymore about this right now.
Oh, so you're gonna run away from me, huh? Is that what this relationship is to you? You think you can just walk away from your responsibilities to me whenever you feel like it?
Look, it's clear that you're in a bad mood. I'm tired and I don't feel like getting into fight. I don't know if it's stress from work or you're not even feeling well or whatever, but let's just call it a night and we can talk again in the morning when we're both feeling better, okay?
Yeah, sure. Fine. Whatever.
I'm concerned about you though, okay? If there's something on your mind, I wish you would just come out and talk to me about it. And as for dinner, there's a bit of soup left over in the fridge and some fried chicken in the freezer. And if none of that sounds good, you can go to whatever restaurant you want and order a takeout.
Yeah, I'll just do whatever.
Hey Mom, did you hear that? It sounded like Dad just came home. Yeah, he did. He texted me asking me where his dinner was. That's weird. I remember him saying this morning that he'd be working late tonight and that he'd get something for himself. Yeah, and when I reminded him of that, he told me that good wives can somehow magically read their husbands' minds and know their plans changed or something to that effect. What is wrong with him? Seriously, who does he think he is? I swear he makes me so mad sometimes. It's okay, Sienna. Calm down. Remember, he's still your father, okay? You don't have to stand up for him like this, Mom. I'm on your side. What do you mean, Sienna? I know everything, Mom. Everything? I know why Dad is coming home late all the time. I know why he's been treating you so terribly lately. I know, Mom, everything. I guess you're more observant than I gave you credit for. I'm sorry about all of this, Sienna. It's just, well, I figured that I could wait to deal with everything until you had graduated from high school, but I guess maybe I was wrong to do that. You don't need to worry about me, Mom. Besides, I already have a job lined up for me after I graduate. Not to mention, my graduation is only 3 months away. If there's anything at all I can help you out, Mom, I want to do it. Let me help you. Thank you, sweetheart. I guess if you would really mean that, then I have no reason to keep on bearing with this anymore, do I? None at all. Go get him, Mom. All right. I'm gonna have to give a good deal of thought as to what my next plan of action is, though. We'll talk more later. Hey, Dad. Are you there? Didn't you get a message from Mom just now? It's an emergency, Dad. You need to answer the phone. Mom was taken to the first district hospital in an ambulance. My high school graduation ceremony was today. Mom came, but I was talking to my friends, so she left ahead of me. When I got home, she was collapsed on the kitchen floor. She wasn't responding, so I called an ambulance to take her to the hospital. She still hasn't woken up. I know that you guys are heading toward a divorce, but as of now, you're still husband and wife, aren't you? So please, Dad, please. Please come to the first district hospital right away and see Mom.
Sierra, listen to this. You'll never believe it. I just got the best news I've gotten probably my entire life. It's too good to be true. Get this. My wife just got hauled away to the hospital. Apparently she's totally unresponsive. But wait, it keeps getting better. She's been saying that she wouldn't agree to a divorce unless I pay her a massive settlement, right? Well, I just went home and looked through my wife's files. And guess what? I found the divorce agreement she'd been working on, and she already signed it. This is my chance. I can make a few edits, submit this to the courthouse, and boom! I'm divorced on my terms, and we can get married. So, yeah, I'm gonna head over to the courthouse right now while my wife is still unconscious. And then tomorrow, you and me can head to the very same courthouse, say our vows, and be together forever. Gosh damn it. I'm sorry, Sierra. So it turned out the divorce agreement I found still needed my wife's signature in a few places. According to the clerk, any edits made after the document was printed needs to be signed and dated by both parties. And, of course, since my wife is currently a vegetable, she can't sign them. And if I tried to forge her signature, the clerk would probably get really suspicious. I'd hate for our marital bliss to be interrupted by some stupid forgery charge or whatever, so I decided it would be best to put off submitting the divorce papers for now. I'm really sorry, babe. Could you please just wait a little bit longer for me? Hey, Sierra, are you there? You haven't responded to any of my messages for the last 10 days. Is something the matter? Man, I bet you're still upset about me getting your hopes up with the divorce agreement thing last week. I really screwed up, didn't I? I'm so sorry, Sierra. I should have talked to my lawyer before making any moves. He could have told me that any edits have to be signed. Then I wouldn't have wasted that trip out to the courthouse. But let's look at the bright side. My wife is still in a persistent vegetative state. Ha 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 ha! At this rate, I'll be able to pull the plug on our life support within a few weeks. And then when that happens, there'll be nothing keeping us apart. We can finally be together. Just the three of us. You, me, and the baby. Oh, I'm so excited. I can barely sleep at night.
The baby? That's interesting.
Sierra, there you finally are. I've wanted to talk to you so bad.
You're the absolute lowest form of life on the planet, Dad.
Wait, Dad?
You've been sending message after message, each one more disgustingly immoral than the last.
What's going on? Who is this?
If I recall correctly, your mistress is your 26-year-old secretary at your office, Sierra something or other, right, Dad? I guess you're either too careless or too stupid to tell the difference between an R and an N on your phone, huh? Get some reading glasses, you old geezer.
Oh no. Sienna, this is your number?
You just now noticed this? It's been weeks.
Well, in my defense, your numbers are right next to each other in my contacts, so...
Ugh, how could you be so stupid? Honestly, it's impressive how dense you are. And this wasn't even the first time. You've been sending me messages for her just about once a week for the last few years.
Shoot, I did?
Yeah, you moron. That's how I learned about your affair, you lying, backstabbing creep.
Oh boy, this is bad.
And other than the whole betraying your family part, the worst part is how cringeworthy your texts are. You're old, Dad. Stop trying to talk like a Gen Zer.
Hey! That is no way to talk to your father, young lady.
Oh, now you want to be my father? Now you want to be a family man? You heard that your wife of more than 20 years and the mother of your daughter was in a coma. And the first thing you do is send a celebratory message to your mistress? You're the most miserable excuse for a father I have ever heard of.
Young lady, you will not talk to me that way.
Don't young lady me, you philandering sack of cow manure.
Hey! I said stop that! Anyway, if you're thinking about your future at all, you might want to reconsider whose side you're taking in this, Sienna.
Exactly what is that supposed to mean?
Think about it. What good is your mother to you? She works part-time. Now, if you stick with me, I can take care of you. You know I make a pretty decent salary, right? If you can convince a judge to give me custody of you, the potential benefits would be massive. Obviously, I'm not going to let you live with us, but I can put you up in a nice studio apartment in a good part of town. I'll pay your rent, utilities, all of that. You won't want for anything. So, what do you say, daughter?
You know, you were right the other day. You really should pay more attention to your lawyer. I mean that since I'm 18, neither of you gets custody of me. I'm an adult, Dad. Didn't you realize that? Me, in fact, you can't get custody of me at all. And even if that wasn't the case, I've already got a job lined up for after I graduate, so I don't need you for anything.
A job?
And when I explained the situation between you and Mom to my company, they said they're gonna let her move with me into company housing rent-free.
Wow.
In other words, neither I nor Mom need your help of some creepy old geezer like you.
Aren't you forgetting something? Your mother's in a coma, a persistent vegetative state. Even if she ever wakes up, which she probably won't, she's gonna need consistent care for the rest of her life. You'll be all on your own to support her.
Who told you she was in a persistent vegetative state? Not me. Mom was already awake, you oblivious buffoon.
What? She is?
I was understandably surprised to come home and find Mom unconscious on the floor, but she had just had a bit of an episode caused by stress. I guess she got dizzy, hit her head on something and fell down. So she ended up having to get a few stitches, but that's all. She had a CAT scan, and the results came back today saying she's completely fine with no lingering negative effects from the fall. Now, she just needs to rest for a while.
Oh, well, that's great news. Now that she's awake, I can finally get her to sign the divorce papers. I'll be over there in a bit.
Oh, and just so you don't go getting any ideas, if you come down here, there's no way you're getting into the room to see her.
Why not?
Whoa, you really think you're smooth, don't you? We know about your plan to edit the agreement. The courthouse clerk called Mom's lawyer about you trying to submit the agreement after making handwritten addition to it.
Oh, come on. Why would she do that?
Add another thing. You haven't heard from your mistress for the last few weeks or so, have you? Would you like to know why?
Did you have something to do with this? What did you do? Tell me right now.
Mom hired a private detective to keep tabs on your precious little Sierra, and guess what he found out? It turns out your precious little Sierra wasn't just messing around with you.
That can't be! You're lying!
So after Mom's lawyer got the report from the private detective, she had a little chat with Sierra, and her parents agreed to foot the bill for her share of the settlement for your affair, but her parents only did so on the condition that she broke things off with you.
This can't be happening. But wait, what about our baby? Sierra is 6 months pregnant.
Ah, yeah, about that. I'm not familiar with all the details, but you might want to reconsider using the word our regarding that, baby.
Huh? But that means.
Let me think. What her words were? Something like, I thought I made it clear from the start of our fling that it was just that, a fling. I was just bored and wanted a little excitement.
She said that?
Once I got pregnant with my real boyfriend's baby, I told him I couldn't see him anymore and broke things off with him. So imagine my shock when he started talking about getting married to me all of a sudden. And now, his wife found out about it, so I have to pay damages. This is the worst. Not to mention, once my boyfriend found out about it, he dumped me. So now, thanks to that geezer, I'm stuck being a single mother. Just wonderful. I can give you the recording of that conversation if you want. It's pretty funny.
No. No, 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 no! This can't be true! Tell me you're lying!
Well, if I told you that, I'd be lying so. Oh, and by the way, I have a message from Mom.
Is she gonna give me a second chance? I'll do anything! Anything! I mean it! I'll do better this time! I can change! It was a terrible mistake! I was a fool!
From now on, all of our communications will go through my lawyer. I'll see you in court. And here's a message from me. After today, you will never speak to your daughter again for the rest of your life.
Sienna, you can't do this to me! I'm your father!
Not anymore. You're not. You're just some old geezer that I used to know. Goodbye.
Oh, come on! You can at least be polite when you say goodbye to me.
Maybe you should have thought about this potential this would happen when you were sneaking around with another woman around Mom's back. I'm blocking your number now. I figured that even all of that still wouldn't get the point through my dad. So I called my uncle, his older brother, and explained what happened. A short while later, my uncle messaged me back and said he, quote, took care of him. Kind of spooky, but hey, problem solved. He tried to fight paying the settlement to Mom, saying he was totally broke, but then Mom's lawyer looked into his finances. He apparently had just enough to pay off his settlement, so that was all seized and paid out to my mom immediately. They also found that he'd withdrawn a large portion of Mom and Dad's mutual savings account just before the divorce. So the judge ordered all of that to be paid back as well. Once that was finished, my parents' divorce was officially finalized. After I told my uncle about my dad trying to get out of paying the settlement, he messaged me back saying, looks like he needs another lesson. Should I stop telling my uncle things? Nah. His company found out about his escapades too, and promptly fired him. Having lost his family and his job, I wonder what he's gonna do now. Meh, it's not really any of my problem. A friend of mine said they saw him getting on a bus heading out of town. Maybe he'll try and start over. But at this age, good luck with that.
Hey, how have you been?
I think you have the wrong number. I don't recognize this number. Sorry.
Oh, come on, Gwen. Don't play hard to get. It's me, your husband.
I'm sorry, but I don't have a husband. I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
Don't be silly, Gwen. It's Kevin. Stop pretending like you don't know who I am.
Look, I don't know who you are, and I'm not playing games here. I'm serious. You got the wrong person. Leave me alone.
Wow. You don't have to be so cold. After everything we've been through, you should remember me.
What are you talking about? We broke up, remember? You cheated on me with Mavis. I moved on since then.
Oh, come on. That was in the past. Get over it already. I'm ready to continue our relationship now.
Are you serious? After everything that happened, you think I would just forget about it and take you back? No way! I'm not interested in you anymore.
You're being ridiculous. I only left so that you could reflect on your actions as an incompetent wife. I'm giving you a second chance, so accept it while I'm still offering you my forgiveness.
Reflect on my actions. You cheated on me, Kevin. I had nothing to do with it. And I don't need your second chance. I moved on, and I'm happier without you.
Oh, come on, Gwen, you can't fool me. Remember how you used to cry whenever I was upset with you? You still have feelings for me.
That was then, and this is now. We're bringing up the past. I've grown stronger and moved on from that toxic relationship. I don't want anything with you.
You're just trying to get me to beg now, aren't you? Well, forget it. I won't grovel for you. So quit trying to push your luck with me.
No, Kevin, you've got it all wrong. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I genuinely don't want you back in my life.
Right, look, I don't have time for this. Just send me your address so I can bring my stuff over.
Absolutely not! Didn't you hear me? You're not welcome in my home. I don't even want to see your face. Ever!
Oh, I get it. You're embarrassed because you're probably living in some terrible place right now, right? Like in someone's basement or out in the streets without a roof over your head. But don't worry, I won't judge.
Excuse me? We're not living in such an extreme conditions. Maybe you are. But we're living in a nice condo, and I'm doing just fine without you.
You think I'll believe that lie? There's no way that's true. When I left, you had nothing. But wait, why did you say they earlier? Who was with you?
That's none of your business. I moved on, and I have people who care about me now, but you're not one of them.
I knew it. You're lying to cover up your embarrassment. I bet you're all alone and miserable without me.
You're delusional, Kevin.
If that's the case, then be honest with me. Who are you living with?
Mick and Lily, obviously.
Mick? Your, special brother? He must be a handful to live with. I can't believe you still haven't found a place of your own without him.
Don't you dare make fun of Mick. Yes, he may be autistic, but he's the most caring and loving brother anyone could ask for. He's the best person in my life.
Whatever. And who's this Lily girl living with you two? His girlfriend or something? Wow, I can't believe he could score a girl. That's definitely a surprise.
No, you moron! Lily is Mick's niece. I can't believe I have to explain this to you.
Wait a minute. Lily is his niece? As in, she's my daughter?
Wow, it didn't take you long to put two and two together. Lily is my daughter, yes, but not yours. You have no right to claim any relationship with her.
Hang on a second. How could that be possible? I was your husband when you were pregnant. That means she's my daughter.
Do you remember when you left me? I was pregnant and needed surgery. I needed you, but you abandoned us, sold our house, and just ran off with Mavis. You never bothered to find out what happened to me or the baby.
I didn't know it would turn out this way. I was just confused back then.
Confused? You were anything but confused, Kevin. As I remember, your final words to me were, "Doctor said there's only a slight chance for you or the baby to survive. And it's unfair to me to put all we have into this. But don't worry, I'll make sure to live the life we always wanted. Goodbye." And that was it. You left us to fend for ourselves.
Hang on, that's not how I remember it happening.
Do you have any idea how much your words hurt me at that time? I was on antidepressants even after having Lily.
Can't we start over? I want to be in Lily's life.
Start over? Are you kidding me? You can't just waltz back into her life after all these years and expect me to have a relationship with her. You gave up that right long time ago.
But I've changed. I want to be there for her now.
It's too late for that, Kevin. You made your choice, and we made it through without you. Lily doesn't need you in her life.
Now you're just being stubborn. You think you're so perfect, but you're not.
I may not be perfect, but I'm a better person than you'll ever be. And I won't let you hurt Lily again.
Ugh, I can't believe you won't let me be a part of Lily's life. She deserves to have a father and experience all the love and support that only I can provide. It's not fair to keep her away from me.
True, but Lily doesn't need a father who only wants to be involved when it's convenient for him. She deserves better. She has someone else in her life who has been there for her.
Oh, you mean Mick? You can't be serious. That guy's an oversized child himself. He's not capable of being a father figure. He can barely take care of himself, let alone a child.
Don't you dare to insult Mick. He may have his challenges, but he loves Lily unconditionally. He's been there for her when you weren't. He's a better father figure than you could ever be.
You're just trying to push me away, Gwen. You know deep down that I should be in Lily's life. It's Not right for her to grow up without a father's love.
Lily is surrounded by love, Kevin. She has Mick, me, and other caring people in her life. She doesn't need you. So, stop trying to guilt trip me with your emotional manipulation.
Quit trying to make me into the villain here. We both know you need me. I bet you can't even afford next month's rent for your grand condo. You guys probably don't even have any money left.
In your dreams, I'll have you know that we don't rent our home. We bought it.
You're kidding. How did you manage to afford that fancy condo? I thought you had nothing when I left.
Well, after you left, Mick was my biggest support. You probably don't know about it, but he practices writing to perfection. He finally completed his book, and guess what? It became the bestseller. With that, and a bit more help from outside sources, we were able to afford the surgery and our new home. Maybe instead of being jealous, you should focus on your own life and the consequences of your actions.
Jealous? Please, Gwen. I just want what's best for Lily.
No, Kevin. You want what's best for yourself. You abandoned us, sold our house, and ran off with someone else. You have no right to claim what you want or what's best for Lily right now. Just stay away from us and let us live our lives in peace.
Fine, have it your way, but don't be surprised if Lily ends up resenting you for keeping me away from her.
Lily will understand why I made this decision when she's older. For now, she's too young for this. What are these papers that you sent?
Fill them out and send them to court.
What are they?
Documents for child custody. Look, you can't keep Lily away from me forever. She's my daughter. I want to be there for her.
We've discussed this already. You're not getting custody of her. I won't let you.
Then we'll have to take this matter to court. And if I can't have custody, then I should at least be able to see her.
Andrew! You won't believe what Kevin's trying to do.
Kevin, you mean your ex?
He's trying to steal Lily from me!
Hang on, what did he say?
That he wants to be in her life. He said he's going to get custody of her. Or at least have visiting hours. What am I going to do?
Don't worry, Gwen. I won't let him take her away from you. I promise.
You mean you'll help me?
Of course I will. I can't just sit back and let someone take your child away.
Thank you, Andrew. You have no idea how much I appreciate you and all you've done for my family.
What the hell? Why are you trying to keep me away from Lily?
We both know why, Kevin. Still, I can't stop thinking about when you completely lost it and punched my lawyer. Especially when he ended up paying a penalty for it. The only thing I'm upset about was when the judge decided to continue this matter at a later date.
Are you sure he was just a lawyer? You seem to be very close to him.
So?
So? Do you have any idea how furious I was? I'm your husband, for crying out loud. I shouldn't see you being so comfortably close to someone else.
And why is that? Does it make you uncomfortable?
Of course it does. Find another lawyer if you have to, but I don't want to see you with him ever again.
It's not my problem that you're jealous of my fiancé.
Wait, what? Your lawyer is your fiancé?
Yep, and his name is Andrew.
Unbelievable. You can't do this to me.
Do what? Be in love with someone? You don't seem to have any problem with it when you were the one cheating on me while I was hospitalized.
That was different. It was only a one-time thing, nothing more.
Yet you chose to run away with her. Look, you left me for Mavis. That's where our relationship ended. You mean nothing to me and Lily anymore. So, leave us alone. Go back to your mistress.
I can't.
Whatever. Either way, it's not my problem.
Hey, is this Gwen? I hope you don't mind me reaching out. It's Mavis, by the way.
Mavis? How did you get my number?
I apologize that this seems unexpected. I recently found out about you and Kevin, and I wanted to reach out to you directly. Is it true that you and Kevin were in a relationship all this time?
As if you didn't know that already. Why are you really contacting me? You already stole my husband from me. So, are you here to take Lily from me too?
No, not at all. Please, just hear me out. I had no idea Kevin was married to you. When we first met, he introduced himself to me as a rich, single young man. If I had known the truth about him, I would have never dated him in the first place.
Rich? Oh, please. We were living paycheck to paycheck. That money he blew up on you was the money he got after selling our house.
Wait, so Kevin's father wasn't a successful businessman? I see. Then that's another lie he told me.
What are you talking about?
Never mind that. Listen, I didn't know that you and Kevin were a thing. In fact, I only recently found out that you were his wife.
I find it hard to believe you. You mean to tell me that you didn't know he was married to another woman? How is that even possible?
I did find it odd when he disappeared for several days, but whenever I asked him where he went, he used to tell me that he had to go out of the city to help his father and his business. He never mentioned you to me. Ever. And I even have proof. Old text messages, pictures, our dates, everything. I didn't even know that you existed until a few weeks ago.
And why are you telling me all this now? What do you want?
I want to apologize to you. I should have done more research on him rather than blindly believing whatever he told me. Sabotaging someone's relationship with a loved one is the last thing I want to do. I hope you can forgive me for this.
Are you here on Kevin's behalf? Did he ask you to tell me all this?
No, wait! I want nothing to do with that jerk. I ended things with him as soon as I learned the truth. I'm so sorry for any pain I might have caused you.
Hang on, this doesn't make any sense. If he never told you the truth himself, then how did you find out?
He had been distant from me lately. He was always on his phone texting God knows who. I tried to ignore it, but it really started to bug me out. So I decided to clear the confusion. I went through his phone and saw his Tinder profile. That upset me for sure, but what really bothered me was his old gallery. It was filled with photos of the two of you. When I confronted him, he finally told me that you were his wife. And that's when I realized he's been playing both of us. He cheated on you with me. But I didn't know at that time. And now, I found out that he's been texting other girls too. That creep played both of us.
Then what did you do?
What anyone would. I ended things with him and kicked him out of my house.
Your house? I thought you were living with him.
What? No way. Can't even afford a piece of candy after how foolishly he spent all his money on our dates. I'm bringing home most of the money now, and he was living with me in my house.
So, where does he live now?
Beats me.
He's been trying to get back with me for some time now. I didn't know why at first, but I think I finally do. It's because he can't support himself.
Wait, seriously? I guess it makes sense though. He's probably desperate and out in the streets.
Are you here to try to get me to take him back or something? Make me feel bad for him being out on the streets?
No, I don't care what you do with Kevin. I just wanted to apologize for putting your relationship in jeopardy. I genuinely just want to make amends for any pain I've caused you. Can we meet up and talk about this?
I don't know. I still don't know if I can trust you.
I understand. Take all the time you need. When you're ready, let me know if you're willing to meet. I truly want to make things right.
Alright, I'll think about it. You'll never guess who just texted me. It was Mavis.
That girl Kevin dated? Why? What does she want?
She wants to meet up with me. She told me that Kevin kept our marriage a secret from her, and that she's already dumped him and now wants to apologize to me.
And you forgave her?
I don't know yet, but given that she didn't know the full story, maybe I should? What do you think I should do?
I wouldn't trust her. For all we know, she could be lying. Maybe she's still working with Kevin. You know how manipulative he can be. What if he's using her to get to you? Stay away from her.
Andrew, trust me on this. I have a gut feeling that Mavis is telling the truth. I think she genuinely wants to make amends for what happened.
There's something else you need to know. Kevin is trying to sabotage my career. He made fake tweets and posts about me being a womanizer. He claims I'm taking advantage of my client's misery. He's trying to paint me as a manipulative person to trick you into dating him.
What? I can't believe she would stoop so low. You've done nothing but help me get back on my feet.
It's a mess. The posts have gone viral and it's ruining my reputation.
I'm here for you, Andrew. I'll prove your innocence by testifying everything. I'll tell everyone the truth, that I was the one who came to you.
Gwen, it's not that simple. Kevin's posts have caused people to doubt me, including some at my law firm. They believe I'm manipulating you to stand up for me.
Well, there has to be something we can do. What is wrong with you? Take back everything you said about Andrew and tell everyone the truth.
I'll only do that when you take me back, Gwen.
You expect me to let a cheater back into my life? It's never gonna happen. I won't bring myself nor my daughter to that kind of pain again.
I've changed and I want to make things right. Let's work on fixing our relationship and build a better future together.
I know you too well, Kevin. Your words mean nothing. You were just trying to manipulate me into giving you what you want. Well, I won't let you off the hook that easily. So back off If you continue with this, I promise you, I'll find a way to ruin your life.
Go ahead and try. I'm not scared of your empty threats. And let me remind you that with your lawyer under investigation himself, he won't be able to defend you. It'll be an easy win for me in the custody case. I'll get full custody of Lily, and you'll have no choice but to accept me if you want to remain close to her.
You think I'll just stand by and let you take my daughter away from me? I won't let that happen. I'll fight tooth and nail to protect Lily from you and your toxic influence.
You can try, but Lily will become mine, one way or another. And you'll have to accept that if you want any relationship with her.
I won't let you control our lives. I refuse to accept a future with you. I'll gather the evidence, expose your deceitful ways, and fight for Lily's well-being. You won't get away with this. Hey Mavis, I've been thinking, and I think I'm willing to forgive you, if you do me a favor. I'm so glad to hear that! What do you need? Here's the thing. Basically, Kevin is trying to manipulate the situation to take Lily away from me. He's using the custody battle as a way to blackmail me into accepting him back. And to make matters worse, he's been spreading fake rumors about my lawyer, who is also my fiancé, but he's trying to take advantage of me. I'm not sure why, but it looks like it's working because now, Andrew is under investigation by his own law firm. That's absurd! I can't believe Kevin would stoop so low! I know. I need your help to expose his true intentions. I want to testify against Kevin in court, share your experiences, and expose his scandals. We need to show the judge his true character and the extent of his manipulative actions. Consider it done. I'll organize all the evidence I have, but make sure the truth comes out. Just let me know when and where. We're supposed to present ourselves in court next Tuesday at noon. I'll be there. Thank you, Mavis. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad you reached out to me. Don't thank me yet. We still have a case to win. Oh, also, do you think we can find a way to clear my fiancé's name too? I feel bad that he got dragged into all this. He's been accused of being a womanizer, right? Don't worry, I'll make sure to fix that too. Mavis did exactly as she said. She helped us testify against Kevin in court. In the end, the jury believed us. I was granted full custody of Lily. As for Andrew, Mavis was able to clear his name and reveal Kevin's intention to ruin his career. She also revealed that Kevin is in fact the true womanizer that takes advantage of women